Captain Falcon, what's going on, bro? Little last minute stream. I wasn't even gonna stream this game, but I was watching it anyway, so I was just like, fuck it. Might as well just pop on stream as well. City Brentford and then Newcastle Fulham after quarterfinal Carabao Cup. Who we actually think is gonna win the Carabao Cup this year? I feel like, obviously you'd say City's the favorite, but why do I feel like there's like it's gonna be someone like Fulham or something like that? I don't think it's not going to be like a Chelsea or a City. It's going to be one of the unexpected ones, I'm feeling like. Actually, it would be crazy if Brentford could get a result here, playing at the Etihad as well. I can't believe there's still, like, is there no VAR throughout this entire competition, or is it just, like, to a certain point? Because the commentator at the start of the game literally said no VAR, and we're at the quarterfinal. You'd like to see a little fairy tale story from Brentford, but I feel like City are going to go on win this game like 3-0 or something like that. Although they're definitely playing a weaker lineup here. FA 19, what's going on, man? Brentford will win. Score prediction, though? I mean, I wouldn't say it's impossible for them. Plus, it's a very weak City lineup. Even though a weak City lineup is still very good, but 3-1. I definitely see Cherky bagging one, if not two. Oh, what a ball over the top. Oscar Bob trying to get on the end of it. Do I think Arsenal will win the league? Nah, dude. It's going to be City. Arsenal will bottle it. They got so lucky to get those 3 points against Wolves. And even if they were to even just draw that game, I think regardless of them getting the 3 points from that game, I feel like they're going to crack under the pressure. Like, I just don't see. I said from the very beginning of December, I'm saying City were going to win all their games in December and be top of the league by the new year. And I feel like if Arsenal, this is like, if Arsenal do not win the league this year, they will never win it again. I swear. Nah, Liverpool title charge if they win against Spurs. United sneaky title charge. What are the odds? If United, hypothetically, let's say United signed 2 class central midfielders and a left wing back in January, do they have a chance of doing a title charge? I'm there are points where I'm like a really delusional United fan, but even then, I don't even think me in all my delusion could say that United's going to win the league, even if they do make signings like that. A Champions League push, I think's in the cards. United need a better coach and they can win the league, bro. Ruben is that guy. He just needs time. I'm telling you, he will bring the glory days again if he gets the time and the right players. And I actually think it will be a busy January. It'll be interesting to see not only the players we bring in, but also the players that will go. Because I think the biggest question marks in terms of players leaving are Xerxes and Mainu. I don't think they would really be looking to get rid of anybody else. And I don't even think they're really looking to get rid of Mainu either. I really think that Manu will come into the team eventually, and it'll be very interesting, especially with the players going to AFCON as well. If Manu doesn't get his chance in the team with all these guys going to AFCON, then he will probably never play in this team. But even he came on, he played about what 30, 40 minutes in that game against Bournemouth. You know, he didn't do anything outstanding, but I thought he held on to the ball well. I didn't think he was bad. I thought he was part of the reason why we kind of came back there for a little bit. See, the thing is I don't think he's good enough as Bruno, even in that position. And it's going to be so hard for him to actually take Bruno's spot because he's the best player in the team. Like, you've seen how bad United is even when he just gets subbed off. Like, it's almost a completely different team. And it's literally been that way since we signed him all those years ago. I swear, if Bruno doesn't play, United just has zero creativity. And why do I actually kind of have a weird feeling that we're going to play better when Mizraoui and Bumo and Ahmed go to AFCON? Not to say that like they're bad players or whatever, or holding us back, but I just feel like it's going to give an opportunity for, oh my goodness, Brentford in. But why did he not leave that, bro? Shot it offside. Coyote was going to be clean through. Oh, it would have been close. I think he's still on, though. Shot's got to know he's offside there as well. Manny was class against Bournemouth. I feel like I just don't know what Ruben's going to do for the Villa game because Casemiro suspended. And Bumo gone. No Ahmad. You'd think I really want to see Bruno play in the 10, but if I had to guess a lineup, it's probably going to be Lemens, obviously, Shaw, Euro. Does Martinez get a start then? But then can you start Martinez and Shaw at the same time? And I'm not entirely sure on the injury update on De Ligt if he's ready to start again as well. So I could honestly see it being the same back three we played last time, which would actually, if we play that same back three we played against Bournemouth, there's no way we're going to win against Villa. It's just too inexperienced, especially to play against this Villa side who's flying right now. Dallo will probably end up going over to right wing back to fill in for Ahmad, which means Dorgu is going to have to start. And just already, that lineup is just piss poor. And I wouldn't be surprised, especially for the Villa game. I wouldn't be surprised if Manu doesn't start because he doesn't seem to want to play Manu and Bruno at the same time in central midfield, even though he did in the last game for a bit, but we were kind of chasing the game. From the very beginning, oh my goodness, shot it offside again. This guy can't stay onside to save his life. Shaw will probably play left wing back and Dallo right wing back with Leach at left center back. I think that would work better. I don't like being a big hater of Dorgu, but he just every time he comes on, he hasn't really been performing well. He doesn't seem like the only thing he really has been seeming to offer when he does come on is like a little bit of pace. Oh wow, what a ball from Reinders. Oh my goodness, just behind Oscar Bob. But do you think Shaw? Oof. shot just goes by the post for Cherky. Do you think Luke Shaw like has the legs though to play as a left wing back and just get up and down that wing? I don't know if he would end up doing it for a full 90. What I could see like Shaw for about like 60, 65 minutes at left wing back, and then eventually Dorgu will come in. Jacob, what's going on, man? Not at all for Shaw not having the legs. Dude, it absolutely blows my mind how Shaw is even still at this club. And you know what? I actually wouldn't be surprised. I don't even know how long his current contract is still going on for, but I wouldn't be surprised if we actually gave him another one. I don't know what's with United and giving it's usually the English guys just getting these contracts that they don't deserve. He kind of reminds me of Phil Jones. Like, how did Phil Jones last at United for that long? And like, you just giving these people new contracts? Why? Because they're good guys, and like, what, you feel bad for them? Like it's some type of charity? Not against Matty Cash. But I mean, would you still back Dorgu against him though? Oh wow, slip there, Oscar Bob. Can he create a chance here for City? Cuts in onto his left foot, shoots it right down, straight, straight down the goalkeeper's throat. Probably not. What do you think the midfield partnership is going to be for the Villa game then? Because it'll probably end up being Ugarte and Bruno. I don't want to see an Ugarte Manu because we tried that last season and it didn't work. We're gonna get. I mean, we're gonna get absolutely ran through. I feel like in that Villa game, no matter who's playing, whatever combination we use. Can we see Brentford hold on and just like take this to pens? Somehow get an upset? Maybe Dallo plays on the left, but then who would play on the right? Because you don't have Mizraoui, you don't have Ahmad. Like, shit, maybe we see Mason Mount play as a wingback? I don't know. I feel like Mason Mount's the type of guy that literally could play any position because he has such high football IQ. Who just picked up an early card here? Oh, that's a disgusting tackle, man. That should have been a red. He was clean through on goal. Kushinov should be gone. There's no VAR in this round of the Carabao Cup, which is just like, doesn't make any sense to me, but he's getting away with one there. I want to see Sheshko start again. I feel like the front three, I'd like to see Sheshko, Bruno actually playing the 10, and then Cunha, obviously. But it'll probably be like Cunha, Mount, Sheshko, and then Bruno playing central midfield with Ugarte. That's what I imagine is going to happen. Early sub forced here for City. Oscar Bob down hurt. They're getting Foden ready. Yeah, this is actually bad for Brentford. I'd much rather deal with fucking Oscar Bob than Phil Foden. This is the type of game that Phil Foden would score a hat trick in. Brentford free kick in a dangerous area. You know what? This Brentford team's actually like kind of underrated because when you look at them on paper, they actually look pretty shit, but they give teams tough games. Kieran Denny, what's going on, man? Why is Jacob Murphy playing defense? Foden on for Bob. Wait, Jacob Murphy's actually playing defense? I haven't even seen these lineups. He is playing. He's playing right back. What the fuck? Liam, what's going on, man? How you doing, bro? Good to see you up in here. Murphy playing right back. Wissa getting a start here for Newcastle. That'll be interesting. When does this game actually start? Oh my goodness. Free kick was on target. Trafford pushed it away. Starts in about 30 minutes. That's what it says on my side. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing as well. 4-3-3 with Murphy at right back. How does City look seeing a lot of new starters? They started off well. They've had a couple good opportunities. Oscar Bob he actually looked bright. He got subbed off within 15 minutes. I didn't even see what happened to him, but he came off injured. But he was actually looking pretty sharp. They were lucky not to get a red, though. There was a ball over the top. I think it was Shada. Got taken out, and I think he would have been clean through on a breakaway, and Kushinov only got away with a yellow. Nello, what's going on, man? Appreciate the likes on the stream. It's Rico Henry, not Jacob. Foden picks up the ball, wide right. Tries to cross it in the box. It's blocked. Brentford's still not able to clear properly. What are our score predictions for this game, though? I feel like as much as I'd love to see an upset, I really don't see a universe where Brentford win this game. And if they do, it's going to be like from taking it to pens. Oh, this is kind of lovely football right here. Shot comes off from Savinho, sliced it out for a goal kick. Oh, never mind. Oh no, that is Savinho. Did you see PSG versus Flamengo? I did not see that. What happened there? Penalties? If Bayern Munich played in the Prem, how many League Cups would they win in 10 years? I don't know. League Cup's a weird competition because the top sides usually don't play their strongest lineups unless you're United. For some reason, United always play their strongest lineups, even if we're playing against the League Two side. It's kind of the same with early rounds of the FA Cup as well. I feel like Bayern have a lot of good squad depth. I'd probably say like 5. If Bayern was in the Prem, like how well do you think they'd actually do? They'd definitely be Champions League spots. I'd say they'd be a top 3 Prem side. MM4, appreciate you sharing the live, man. EC Mobs, what's going on, man? Brent need a win. Who are we even saying is actually going to win the Carabao Cup? Harik, what's going on, man? He says, hi, first time in your stream from India. Dude, shout out India, man. Welcome to the stream, bro. Good to see you up in here. It's because we don't have the depth to rotate. Yeah, it's true. So they'd win the Prem at least once, Bayern? I think they could. Bayern are my favorites to win the Champions League this season, even though they lost to Arsenal. Cherky shot. Good save by the keeper, out for a corner here to City. Probably City or Newcastle. Why do I feel like Fulham's kind of going to get a result? I haven't even seen the Fulham lineup yet. Please tell me they're playing Josh King. Dude, Josh King is such a baller, man. I love watching him play every time, and he's not even starting. But they are starting Kevin, man. Kevin's actually a beast. Josh King on the bench? It's so disrespectful. They're not starting Leno. They're playing their backup. I'd like to see a Palace versus Newcastle final. Anyway, I like Palace. See them win trophies in back-to-back seasons. That would be cool. And they really do have a good team. I think they're more than capable of that. Dude, Cherky is squeezing in between 3 Brentford players. He is so hard to get the ball off. Wins another corner here for City. There's no extra time in this, right? If it end of the 90 and it's still tied, it would just go straight to penalties, right? Cherky's corner couldn't beat the first man. Headed away. Reinders with a volley top of the box. Not the worst chance, all things considered. That would have been ridiculous. United to win the FA Cup, we need to. That would actually be so sick. And like, even if United won that, like if United won the FA Cup this season and qualified for Champions League, I guarantee people would still be complaining about Ruben. I'm actually curious, like what does Ruben actually have to do to earn the respect of like majority of these Ruben out haters? And I really don't understand. Like, United's in such a good position right now. I don't understand why people aren't getting behind the team and backing them and like supporting them. Like, if we weren't even like had like no chance, then okay, fine. I'd understand it a little bit more. But it's just weird to me. Like, I feel like this is the time where you really need to back the team. And he still hasn't even like had. I'm really gonna judge Ruben, even if we don't finish Champions League spots, and like hypothetically, let's say we finish 10th place, which I don't think we will. I'm not really even gonna properly judge him until the following season. Like, I want to see where this project actually goes. If United were to sack Ruben, it would be just like the dumbest thing ever. And but like, who are you going to replace him with either? So many people like they don't even they just say shit. They say what they want Ruben out, and then you ask them who they want to replace him with, and they're just like, I don't know, man. I would take anybody other than Ruben. I would take some guy off the side of the street. And I'm just like, really? Because you're gonna bring in another manager, and these same people are just gonna turn on that manager in what, a matter of 3 months? And like, how long does a manager actually deserve in terms of time? like to prove himself. Because for me, I'll say I'll give a manager once the manager has like a full 11 of players that are his players, then that's where I'm really going to start judging him. At least 2 years. Yeah, I would say that's fair. I don't even really count last season as like anything for Ruben, honestly. Like I'm not going to count that as part of his 2 year span that I would give him because that whole season in the position we were with the toxicity of the squad and you're losing like a lot of your key players. One of the most like this such a stupid stat that I hate hearing. I think it's like he's got what was it 12? It was a 12. He's got 12 wins in 12 months or something like that as United manager. That is such a stupid stat because every single game, and that's what people. Everybody was even saying this from the very beginning when we got Ruben in. That basically the entire season of last season since he came in was a write off. We were playing like shit before he came in, and then you ended up getting rid of your Rashfords, your freaking Sanchos, all of your guys like that on big money. And then you're just left with what? Like how are you realistically supposed to win any games with a front three of fucking Hoyland, Garnacho, and I guess Bruno, but still. Or even Ahmad. Like Ahmad's a great player, but I feel like he still has a lot that he needs to improve, especially like his end product. Like he's a great dribbler. He needs to improve on his finishing and honestly his passing a little bit too. And I'd like to see him use his right foot more because I actually don't think he has that bad of a right foot. But there's a lot of times where he'll try to cut in onto his left. He always tries to cut in on his left. It's the most predictable thing ever. He always gets closed down by two players, and they literally gift him all the space in the world on the right side, and he'll still try to cut in on his left. Should have kept Rude for the season. No offense to Amorim. I really don't think that would have ended up well, to be honest. I know like he had when he was the interim, he got a couple results here, but I don't know. I mean, you saw what happened with Leicester. I know Leicester's different from United, but I think long term Ruben is the right manager. Short term, sure, you could say that there were other people that may have been better suited. What do you think of Poole wanting Chappie to become available to fire slot? I honestly really see that happening. I mean, it makes sense. The Madrid fans seem to be fed up with him, and so are the players, really. Oh, Savinho just absolutely cooks him. Cross comes in. Header flicked on. They concede a corner here, Brentford. I think, yeah, the only person I really see if they were to fire Slot, I mean, Xavi Alonso or maybe Klopp comes back. I don't even know what's going on there. I don't know what Klopp's been up to. Do you agree if it was wrong? It was wrong for Ten Hag getting sacked after winning us the FA Cup. I mean, he didn't even really. Oh my gosh! Cherky just scored a screamer. Top bins. What a finish. City up 1-0. That was disgusting. He's actually crazy. Our Corona, what's going on, man? Finally watching some real football, right? Dude, look at this finish, man. No keeper saving that. And then he does the Holland celebration. Oh my goodness. Shot his headed away. Was that Damsgaard? Damsgaard gets sent for an absolute hot dog. Coyote just goes off the top of his head. Great finish, to be fair. Pure banter, broski. I know, bro. I'm here for the banter. And honestly, you're not even wrong. Like, I don't think it's a secret to anybody that City play better football than United. I said Newcastle 1-0. That game starts in about like 10 minutes, isn't it? Isn't the draw after these games? Is it? Probably, because there still is the Arsenal Palace games like on Tuesday, I think. I could be wrong in that. But I don't know, would they do the draw after that game or is it after this game? I feel like they're going to do the draw and it's just going to say like the winner of Arsenal Palace. What was I saying? Oh yeah, about Ten Hag getting sacked after the FA Cup. I mean, like, because if you remember, leading into that FA Cup final, I'm pretty sure Ten Hag, like with the owners were saying that Ten Hag was going to get sacked regardless of if he won that game or not. And then we ended up winning the FA Cup, and then the fans basically said to keep Ten Hag and he deserves, another season and all that stuff. So I honestly believe the fans pushing for Ten Hag to stay was the reason, because I think the owners would have got rid of him either way, winning it or not. But because the fans wanted him, he stayed, shit the bed, and then ended up leaving. Elemental, what's going on, man? Cherky, the best cam in the league? Oof, that's a hot take, bro. That's a real hot take when Bruno Fernandes exists. Wouldn't mind if Newcastle get Arsenal so we can get them out again. I think that Newcastle Fulham game is actually going to be a really good game. I think it's a good matchup right there. Stuart, my man, what's going on, bro? He says, as a neutral, I can say with certainty that the match versus Bournemouth was not Ten Hag ball. It was the most entertaining game of football I have seen from Manchester United since I don't know when. And there were so many, like, it's a bad result, and people are just going to focus mainly on the scoreline. But, like, there's a lot of things to be, like, a lot of positives to take away from that game. Like, yeah, we conceded 4, which is, obviously never good. But we scored 4 as well, and we created a lot of chances. If we can just tighten up defensively a little bit, and I honestly don't even really think we're that bad defensively. I think the lineup we had there, wasn't great, but we didn't have a choice. A lot of our main defenders were hurt. I think when we have our strongest back three of Martinez, De Ligt, and Euro, I actually think we're very good. Apart from, like, in terms of just the back three itself, like defensively, in terms of like the midfield helping defend, we need better. We just simply need better players. And you know what? Like, Casemiro, he's been all right this season. He's definitely been a lot better than he was last season. I still kind of think he costs us. Like, even for how well he plays, like, he just doesn't cover enough ground, especially in this formation. Like, everybody's saying that we need to replace Bruno. I mean, realistically, we need to replace both of them. But I think if we had midfield partnership, Adam Wharton and Bruno, I think that would actually work very well. Even though I do want to see Bruno higher up the field. I'm going to throw this Newcastle Fulham game on as well once it starts. I still can't believe we got bounced out by Grimsby. Does anybody believe that Brentford could even get back into this? Oh my goodness, what a ball by Cherky. Foden, juggling it in the box, lays it off. Nico Gonzalez, closed down. Still chance, still here for City. Cherky on the ball, trying to squeeze in between 3 Brentford players. Brentford, the whole team behind the ball right now. That would have actually been a disgusting goal if Foden was able to put that in. Just couldn't get the shot off. Great ball over the top, though, by Cherky. Gotta be a free kick for City here. Ref's gonna let them play on, and somehow Brentford get a free kick? What? Rico Lewis in a bit of trouble there. Is this a corner for Brentford? Not gonna lie, a Chabi-led LFC would scare the crap out of me as a neutral. Only manager that can unlock words. Vits. I actually really rate Verts. Like, even though he isn't really doing that well at Liverpool, I just think he's not a Prem player. But just because you're not a Prem player doesn't mean you're not a good player. And I honestly wouldn't be even surprised if he actually managed to just turn it around. I don't think he'll ever live up to the price tag that they got him for. And what was it, like 130 million or something stupid like that? But I do think he'll end up being good for them. Like, he's not. I don't think they're going to be looking to get rid of him anytime soon. For some reason, I could see Isak though leaving Liverpool. Even just like when he signed originally, I don't know, he just doesn't seem really like a Liverpool player to me. And they don't even really need him. Like, I feel like Liverpool's best front three. You know who like is kind of disrespected is Chiesa. I actually highly rate Chiesa. I want to see him go back to the Serie A and actually like get the minutes he deserves. Counter debate, what's going on, man? Chandler, that's me, bro. Ollie says 10. I don't even remember what I asked, bro. 10. What were you saying 10 to? And this first half has gone by quickly. The Newcastle game starting in like 3 minutes. We're going to throw that on once this half ends. Bro said he's high as a kite. Love it. Counter debate. Palace play Arsenal on Tuesday, right? And do you think they could actually get past them? Coyote begging for the switch there, man. Give it to him. Very hard. Has Palace played Arsenal yet in the league? United fan, what's going on, bro? How you doing, man? He says, hi, Troy. Newcastle are not winning. I think it's going to be a really good game. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Fulham get a result. I kind of have a sneaky feeling that they are going to get a result. Bro, it's 1-0. Oh shit, dude. I fucked up the score. I put 1-0 in the Newcastle game. Yeah, that Cherky goal was crazy. Well, let me change this. So there we go. Newcastle getting knocked out today, 100%. I'm telling you. Josh King off the bench, sneaky 2-1 Fulham win. I'm calling it right now. Yeah, as they scored for them. Oh yeah, I do remember that actually. Do you think what place do you think Palace is going to end up finishing this season? Like, do you think they could actually get Champions League football? Let's say hypothetically they still had Eze and Elise. Do you think they'd get Champions League football? I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens in January because I mean, like, what Liverpool want Yehi, United sniffing around Adam Morton. Like, if they lose all those guys, they could just completely collapse. It says Lewis Miley's right back now. Dude, I kind of want to see Jacob Murphy right back masterclass. Okay, we're switching. It's almost halftime in the City game. We are going to switch over. I'm going to try and put them up on two different screens, but I'm putting on the Newcastle game right now. Why did Bob only play 19 minutes? Isn't he good? He got injured. I didn't even really see what happened, but he did get injured. He was actually playing well. These green Fulham kits are kind of disgusting. You know, our owners are Timu Glazers, so they will sell anyone. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is where you want to keep your best players. Maybe if they look to invest a little bit in January, they could actually go on a proper Champions League run. But if they end up getting rid of those guys, then they're just gonna fall off. In terms of like, how would you strengthen Palace if you could? Like, what positions would you say you guys need? What's like a realistic big money Palace signing that they could make? Seventh slash eighth, realistically. I mean, I just want to see them like if they got Europa League football, that would be huge. And I can't believe that bullshit of why they don't have it this year. Like that's so stupid. Because I actually think they would have had a shot at winning the Europa League. Building our stadium to make it at the moment to make it 35K seats. Oh, dangerous cross in the box. Cleared away. Oh my goodness. Lukic brings it down. Could have slipped through Smith Rowe. Couldn't get it to him. And the money's going into the rebuild. Yeah, that stadium's like kind of weird. Like when I was watching the United game, I'm like they don't even have like a proper tunnel, you know what I mean? Like they had the Palace players going through the freaking pull-out tunnel or whatever, and then the United players were just like walking out of the stands. Dude, I should have put a bet on this Newcastle Fulham game. Fulham to qualify would have been a crazy bet. Is Voltamata on the bench? I didn't even realize he wasn't even playing. He is on the bench. He scored a great goal in the Sunderland game. Palace Stadium is only 25K seater. We're a small club, bro. Who has like the lowest seat stadium in the Prem? Another Fulham corner here. Good start from Fulham, honestly. They're taking him to him early. It's Bournemouth with 11K seats, 11.3. Which makes sense, dude. I always said Bournemouth is a freaking championship club, man. I can't wait for the day they get relegated. Come on, put in a good ball, Wilson. Doesn't beat the first man. Why are so many people just absolutely dog shit at corners? How many corners do I see that don't even beat the first man? I don't know why anybody would even go near post. I swear the most dangerous corners are the lofted ones to the back post. Mr. Fabio Silva. You know who I could see Fabio Silva managing? Spurs. Oh my goodness, Jimenez tried to flick on the header to Smith Rowe. Dude, I don't know how to say this Newcastle center back's name. Is it Thiao or Chiao? Because I hear so many different pronunciations of it, but he did well there to take that away from Smith Rowe. That would have been dangerous. Tefo Troy as a baby broke his tooth on a cherry seed or something. Bro, it's not. I mean, like, I understand you told me about the whole freaking cherry farms or whatever, but like, it's not even necessarily about that name. It's just like that badge is so ugly. Like, maybe change your badge, and then maybe I'll be more accepting of the club. Like, it looks like a second, like a Serie B badge, you know? Oh my goodness, Wissus gets his goal. 1-0 Newcastle. Keeper's having a bit of a shocker there. I think that was Murphy's cross into the box. What is the keeper doing? First goal for Newcastle for Wissa. It's an absolute gift. Dude, that sucks, man. Fulham were actually doing good. Jacob Murphy. Good thing he wasn't playing right back. What is the keeper doing, man? That is criminal. Would have been better off just leaving it. It would have went all the way through out for a throw-in. Why would he do that? Play Leno, man. Who even is this guy? Harry Wissa as a player, very underrated. How much did Newcastle even sign him for anyway? Yeah, he is good. I like him a lot too. Have you seen Juventus's new badge? Now that's ugly. Wait, they got another new badge? Like they've gone away from the J? I mean, I thought that I didn't even like that badge. I like the original badge they had. I don't know why they ever switched away from that. Keeper had a dream last night and he saved it in that. Well, it's like he can even see Wissa in front of him. Like it's literally the worst area that you want to freaking parry a ball into. Like, what are you doing? Kit Andrews out of my club. Enough is enough. Hold on, I want to see this new Juventus badge. Do they have a new badge? $50 million plus add-ons for Wisa. And how old is he? Hold on, let me check real quick. 29? Why did I think he was like 25, like 26 at most? One away win in 8 games, get him gone tonight. Went from challenging for Europe to relegation battle and a manager with an awful, awful perm. Yeah, I mean, like the guy's name is Keith. Like, how can you trust? How can you let a guy named Keith be in charge of your team?
The badge is just a big J, but that's been their badge for years now. But yeah, I do agree it is ugly.
The old one was much better. Oh my goodness.
Easy save for the goalkeeper there.
Can we refrain from saying the W word, please? What is the W word? Oh, Wissa. You know, honestly, I feel like Brentford actually, I still like it, they're a tough team to play against. I mean, like, they freaking beat United's ass. Oh my goodness, Fulham, can you respond? Ooh, that's a class header! Fulham back into the game! Lukic, great header!
We got a game here. Let's go. Huge for Fulham. I want to see them get a result. One inside the first 15 minutes. I knew this was going to be the game.
Anderson, long diagonal. The American puts in a brilliant ball. Great header from Lukic. Yeah, United needs... Like, imagine if United could have a left back that could cross a ball like that. I've been saying David Raum or Anthony Robinson. You bring one of those two guys in, it's going to change the team completely. We're losing. Fulham drawing and Wisa scored. Can this day get any worse? You don't think Brentford can come back though? Or is there like no shot? Kieran, bro, man, that is a brutal one to concede right there. Nobody marking him. Free as a bird. Fulham's new stadium is going to have a rooftop swimming pool and a helicopter pad. Really? A helicopter pad? Why? I think their owner has an NFL team too. Fulham got bread like that? We ain't scoring nothing. Where's freaking Igor Thiago at? Ramsdale is a curse. Otara at AFCON. Who do you think's who's the favorite to win AFCON? Morocco? Probably Morocco, you think. Am I gonna do AFCON streams? When does AFCON actually start? I don't even know what it's like, what streaming platform it's even gonna be on. Ball over the top to Wissa. Can he get two? Heads it straight into the ground. He's fighting for her though. Did they get a corner out of this? I think they did. He got injured before the game? Damn. Yeah, he's been class for you guys. Do you think Brentford make any signings in January? Are they looking to do anything, or are they just riding with the team they have? Well, that was kind of nice by Harry Wilson. A bit accidental. Kevin on the left-hand side. Anthony Robinson looking to get forward for the overlap. Kevin? Oh my goodness, he couldn't pick the corners. It was a great opportunity for him. Joey Vermen and Santi Jimenez looks like signings. Where do you think Brentford would end up finishing this season? To be fair, Ramsdale is shit. Arteta made a good call dumping him. Yeah, Ramsdale is kind of shit. You know what just like kind of still blows my mind, even though they actually are doing pretty well right now? How does Pickford still play for Everton? And how old is even Pickford now anyway? Like, you'd think the England #1 would at least play for one of the top 6. That Van Persie scarf is BS. Why, bro, man? It's a great scarf. It's a Van Persie jersey. You can't see it on the TikTok stream. That's a Van Persie jersey beside the scarf, too. Van Persie is a United legend. He's more of a United legend than he is an Arsenal legend. I'm an Arsenal fan. Would you even claim... Do Arsenal fans even claim Van Persie as an Arsenal legend? I mean, you know what? I'm calling him a United legend, even though he was only really good for that one season, but what a season it was, man. Okay, I got the City Brentford game back on as well. My timer is also way off, by the way. Ignore the timer.
Arsenal forced their best ever manager out the club and they don't believe in legends.
You're talking about Good Evening, right? Not Wenger, right? Dude, if Arsenal don't win the league this year, like I said earlier, they will never win it. They will never win it again, in my opinion. Like, it is now or never for them. Jacob Murphy crosses blocked into the air. Barnes going up for it. Harry Wilson able to clear it long. Jimenez just gets clipped by Schär. And the yellow's coming out.
There wasn't even a point of that. Andrews out protest on Saturday. We will be there.
If Andrews leaves, then who would come in? Would you take Ole at Brentford?
Kathir, what's going on? How you doing?
How have the games been? The first half of the City Brentford game was like kind of dull, like a little bit predictable. City were very dominant. Cherokee scored a crazy goal. Fulham Newcastle game though has been very entertaining. First 22 minutes, 23 minutes. Oh, I don't even know how to say this guy's name. Knudjustin from Bodo. For Arsenal, being in top 4 in a stable is more important than winning the title. Is it though? I mean, I guess. But like, I mean, the end goal for every team is to be able to win a title. Like I'd rather go outside of the top 4 and build a team that's actually capable of winning the title than just like maintaining Champions League football. Give me Ange Ball. Hey man, you keep him for 2 seasons, you might get something out of it. Mez, what's going on? City pay refs? I mean, I don't disagree with that, but like for this game specifically, I don't even know what. I mean, no, that actually should have been a red card, if that's what you're talking about. I can't believe that they didn't get a red card there. Yeah, we will win League One. Madrid are playing Mbappe against a random team. They're playing right. Madrid's playing right now. Talavera, and they're drawing 0-0. It's only the 37th minute though. I don't know if my app is just like lying to me right now. It says they're playing a 4-1-2-1-2, and Mbappe's playing as the left center mid. Endrick and Garcia up front, Gulera, Cam. What am I looking at right now? Sub off shot and we win. You not like him? I thought he was good. I thought he's one of your better players, no? Daniel Lowe, what's going on, man? Mez says, listen, as long as City get Chelsea or Newcastle next draw, all that matters. Voltamata warming up for Newcastle right now. Joe Linton, Tonali, man, they got a strong bench for this. What do you think we get? Joao Gomez. I'd take him. Fuck, dude. I mean, at this point, anybody with legs, I'd take for central midfield. Why does it say Mbappe is center mid? Dude, I don't know. I think my app is lying to me. He scores a header once every 5 games and people rate him. Fulham won't win. They deserve to, but they won't. Their squad not decent this year. I actually think I don't think it's bad. Like I think they got a lot of good players. I'm surprised how they even managed to sign Smith Rowe in the first place. I actually highly rate Smith Rowe. And I said this before, that that young Josh King kid, every time I've seen him play, I'm like, yo, this kid's a baller. I'm actually surprised he doesn't start more. It will be in AFCON. I swear I saw Iwobi on the bench. Or no, that was Traore I was looking at. Iwobi isn't. I saw the video of Iwobi making fun of Calvin Bassey for that run he made and then just shanking it. My favorite midfielder is Ruben Neves. Dude, how old is Ruben Neves? Ruben Neves would actually be like He'd probably still be. He might be a little too old now, but give me Ruben Neves from like 3 years ago. He'd been perfect in this United team. Would you take Ruben Neves if he was free? On free? How old is Ruben Neves? If you ask me, Madrid are playing a 4-3-3 with Muppet on the front left. Is that like a spelling mistake there, or is that just your name for Mbappe? Here, let's see. Honestly, I would take it. Ruben Neves is only 28 years old. Why did I think he was like 30? I'd take Ruben Neves. I feel like United, they're going to get. I think Gallagher is 100% going to happen, even if it's just on loan. I don't think we're going to end up getting Wharton or Anderson in January. Maybe in the summer, but not in January. Unless we pay some like ridiculous fee for him. Yeah, I need that triple signing of Ruben Neves, Teo Hernandez, and Cancelo. Dude, Cancelo is still so good. Yeah, dude. The more Portuguese guys, the better, in my opinion. Facts, yeah, dude. I think who would even be a realistic Portuguese player that United could sign in a position that they need? Who's a Portuguese left back that isn't Nuno Mendes and or Dallo? I'm not even gonna consider him a left back, but Conor Gallagher is 25. Yeah, I feel like that's the age range we're going for though, like the 22 to 25 range. I was actually really jealous when Spurs signed the Paina, even though he's like a little too old now. I think he's like 30 now. But we should have signed him when Fulham signed him. Elliot Anderson too expensive? Yeah, I think I agree. I don't really want to pay because they were talking like 100 million. That's way too much. I'd like an Adam Morton and then that Stiller guy from the Bundesliga. I think that's what we should look to do. Adam Morton, Stiller, and maybe like Gallagher on loan just for this season, and then maybe if he does well, you go on and sign him. I don't understand why so many people hate on Gallagher. I actually think he'd be a really good player for us. I'd buy DeMarco full stop, job done. I like DeMarco, but I'm not gonna lie, Italians in the Prem kind of scare me. Jacob Ramsey out wide to Murphy. Is he going to get on the other side of Anthony Robinson? No, he actually does well to defend him there. Plays it off him. Trying to clear it away. Out for a Newcastle throw in by the corner flag. Did Newcastle do the long throw? I feel like the long throw is like kind of dead now. I feel like people have like figured out actually how to defend it. They went in the Prem specifically. When was the last time a team actually scored from a long throw in? Like they were going in like every single week at the start. I feel like they've been figured out a little bit. Think Guerrero from Bayern could do a job at left wing back. I feel like he's older now too. He doesn't even play for Portugal really anymore, or at all, honestly. 31 years old, yeah. I'm not too sure about that one. That's a little too old for me. He is a good player though. Everybody and their mom still does a long throw worth a chance. I mean, I guess. I don't know. Because, like, when I'm watching United do it, I'm just like, we're literally just throwing away possession now. Like, that's kind of how I see it. Nuno Tavares. Do you remember when Arteta was freaking out at him, saying he does? You want to play in the Champions League? What's going on with Manu? I mean, for me, I mean, these next couple games are going to be very telling, I feel like, of what's going to happen with Manu. Because if he can't get in the team with all these players going to AFCON, then he's not ever going to be in the team. Long throw, it's almost a corner if done right. Jimenez. Oh, great defending by, was that Jacob Ramsey? Bruno has a pop. Keeper can't hold on to it. Squared across goal. Almost fell to Wissa. Play still alive here. Jacob Ramsey. Livermento thinks about a shot. Tries to go for the curler in the top corner. Just couldn't get it on target. Out for a goal kick. Powerful shot by Bruno. Straight down the middle of the goal, though, with so much power on it. The keeper only could push it away. Still think United should have got Kenda and Asugo. I don't even know who that is. Kenda, yeah, that would have been a good signing. How much did Chelsea even get him for? What was the price he actually went for? Bernardo Silva coming on for City and someone else too. I didn't even see. Oh shit, what a save by the keeper. Kept Brentford in it there. Who was that, Foden? Foden's so good. Kendo was 50 mil. I feel like that's crazy, though. 50 mil is a lot. Troy, would you take Semenyo? Honestly, no. I do think he's a good player, but I think we need to prioritize central midfield there and the wing backs, like, mainly. Those are the main ones I want to see us going for. Like, I think we're good with center backs. We got a lot of center backs. I think eventually you're gonna have to replace Maguire. I mean, Maguire's probably got like till the end of next season, I would imagine. I don't even know how long his contract's for. He's 32 years old. I wouldn't keep him around for too much longer, to be honest, even though he is experienced. But I think Heaven and Euro will develop into top center backs for us for a very long time. And De Ligt is still very young as well. Like, De Ligt's what? Like, yesterday he's like 26? Yeah, 26 years old. And considering not Bayern, Juventus bought him for like, I swear they bought him for like 70, 80 mil or something like that. And then we're getting him for like 30. It's like 30, 35. That was honestly one of the best. The De Ligt signing was probably one of the best pieces of business I've ever seen United do in my entire life. In terms of value. He was crazy at Ajax, captain of Ajax at 21. Who do you think will be the future United captain when Bruno leaves? Because I could potentially see De Ligt. I'm trying to think of like an English guy. Like, who's... Oh! Dangerous ball from Murphy. Almost found Wisa again. City just scored again. Savinho, 2-0. Brentford are cooked. That game's over. Savinho's incredibly underrated. Imagine if he actually ended up going to Tottenham. Would that have been a better signing for them than Xavi? I mean, that's a kind of an AIDS goal, no? Takes a disgusting deflection, and then just pops right over the keeper and in. That's so unlucky. Nothing the keeper can do about it. Xavi's played 6 games and is a baby. Give him time. I do like him a lot as a player. I just don't know. I feel like his physicality, obviously, that's like one of the biggest things about the Prem that you need. That could be the only thing that may let him down. And how old is he anyway? Because it feels like he's been around for like a while now, but he's probably, I guarantee he's not even older than like what? 22, 23? Even I had to lick them days in my FIFA team. Is the Ajax version of De Ligt better than this current United version of De Ligt? Oh my goodness. Chance almost fell there to Murphy. Takes a deflection out for another Newcastle corner. Newcastle fans wanted a penalty. There's no VAR in this. I don't think that's a penalty. He's 22. Oh, he is a baby. He's got so much time. Savinho's a good player, but he's never starting at City. Yeah. He's gonna end up being like a Gabriel Jesus in terms of like impact for City. He's a star. Oof. Esteval or Savinho? Who are you taking? John up in here, what's going on, man? He says, Troy, just checking in. Did Holland score the second goal? I have a bet on City to win plus Holland goal. Hope you are doing well. Holland didn't even start. Is he even on the bench? I didn't even see City's bench. He didn't start and he's not on now. It's the 70th minute. Savinho scored the second goal. Brentford will be out of the cup. Yeah, Brentford are cooked. I'm really just mainly paying attention to this Newcastle Fulham game, though, because it has been much more entertaining. Or Xavi's a star, not Savinho. I actually do want. I don't want Tottenham to do better than United, obviously, but I don't want Tottenham to succeed. But I liked Xavi before he even went to Tottenham, so I do want to kind of see him do well. I hate when players that I like go to teams that I don't like. Okay, I'll get my money back in that case. Imagine, what if they put Holland on like at the very end? Would you still get? Probably would still count, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand why they would bring him on. Like, there's literally no point. Up 2-0, cruising. Just give the guys who don't really get a chance to play. So if he's saying Esteval, yeah, Esteval's crazy. I can't wait for this World Cup and to see what Brazil is gonna look like. You think Cunha starts for that Brazil team? Because like when it comes to international tournaments, obviously I support Portugal and Canada now because Canada's actually in them. End of the first half. 1-1 Newcastle Fulham. Anybody have a score prediction on how that game's going to end? I'm still saying 2-1 Fulham. I said from the beginning they're going to sub on Josh King and he will score the winner. I feel it in my bones. Yeah, Daniel. I don't think I'd take Semenyo, to be honest. Troy, we're gonna get a left wing back? I mean, in my opinion, we have to. Newcastle 2-1. I don't see, like, because Dallo isn't even a natural left wing back. And Dorgu, like, bless him, he's still young. But he's not ready. He needs an experienced left wing back that he can actually learn from. Cunha definitely starts. Simon's 22, yeah. Brentford is washed. How haven't they scored against Trafford? Who would you say is behind Pickford? Who is the second best English goalkeeper? I would probably say Pope. Sometimes I would honestly lean Pope over Pickford. Portugal versus Canada final. Who would you want to win for it? Dude, if Canada made the final, if Canada even make it out of the group stage, like that would be freaking crazy. I would want Portugal to win, though. It has to be Portugal. Especially just for the fact that like Ronaldo just needs a World Cup. Henderson, There's so many just like average English goalkeepers. Like I would even call Pickford an average keeper, like honestly. Pickford, Henderson, Ramsdale, Pope. Like you guys just got a bunch of like 82 rated keepers. Henderson better than Pope? Bro, are you just saying that because you're a Palace fan, or is this actually is this without the bias? Two changes here for Brentford. Kind of the best team in North America. If I would have said that 10 years ago, I would have been laughed off, but now it's true. I still think the US is better. As much as I'd love to say that Canada's the best, I still would say the US is better. They got a lot more talent than we do. But Jesse Marsh is actually like I'm kind of shocked at how well he's made this Canada team. Ooh, Ake slips here. Can Brentford look to take advantage? Nah, they're not going to counter. They're going to go backwards. Bro, you're down 2-0 in the 75th minute. Why not just go forward? Troy, USA football is a disgrace. In what way? In what way is it a disgrace? Honestly, I think Henderson is better under pressure than Pope. I think United. I don't understand why United didn't just keep Henderson. Like there was, I mean, there were so many options. You could have kept Henderson. You could have kept De Gea, and instead you get rid of them both to bring in Onana, who set us back years. Flamengo worst penalties of all time. Yeah, what even happened in there? Somebody else came in here telling me about that as well. Oh, Madrid are up 2-0 now. Mbappe pen. And an own goal. John, how pissed would you be if they subbed on Holland here? Troy, I'm still disappointed we drew to Bournemouth, man. Such a weird game. Like I'm disappointed about the result as well, but I'm also not surprised because I said from the very beginning that the lack of experience in that back three was going to cost us. Like when Shaw is the most experienced guy in your back line, there's a problem. And I'm curious of what the back three we're going to play against Villa is because I'm not sure what's the update on Delict. Or even Maguire for that matter. Like he would have been massive in that game. Bro, if they weren't hosting it, the US would not be in it. Yes, I would be missed if they or pissed, I'm assuming you're trying to say there. If they brought on Holland now, there's no point. Where's Marmouche, man? Why did they even sign him? Like, he never plays. He's not even on the bench. Surely he's injured.
Brentford, long throw. Can they get one back? City have dealt with it. Can't get it fully cleared, though. Chance still alive here for Brentford. Can they make it interesting? Give him a little bit of hope? Guy's fully closed down. And the flag goes up. Oh my goodness, this Brentford team's poo.
Saudi League is a higher standard than the USA League. Bro, I was calling it the USA League. You mean the MLS? I don't think that's a secret. Like, Saudi have way better players than the MLS does. The MLS is kind of lacking right now. Like, in terms of stars, you got, I mean, it's gotten a little bit better recently. I guess Muller at Whitecaps now, Son in LA, obviously Messi. Honestly, I don't even pay that much attention to the MLS. Like, is Hernandez still playing for LA Galaxy or no? Oh yeah, that makes sense. Marmouche is gone to AFCON for Egypt. I didn't even freaking think about that. Yeah, LA Galaxy always have like at least like one star player, and even then, like I don't even know if Hernandez is still there, but even if he was, like I feel like he's not even really the level of stardom that they would normally have. 37 years old. And he plays for Guadalajara now. He's not even at LA. Or don't they have Royce? Yeah, I forgot about Royce. MLS is the place where past prime players go to finish their careers. Oh yeah, dude. It's a retirement league. Who would you say is the best player to play in the MLS? Like not like of like what the player was in their prime, like specifically what they were doing in the MLS. I wouldn't even necessarily say it's Messi. Like, why do I kind of want to say it's Ibra?
Ibra could literally come out of retirement and still probably be the top goal scorer in the MLS. Bro, who is this kid that City have on right now? Is it Gray Charlie? Bro, who is this kid? City got all the little kids playing. And still just absolutely having their way with this Brentford team.
December 21st is when AFCON starts. Are people actually gonna watch AFCON? Like, is anybody in the stream right now? Did you ever watch AFCON? Are you planning to watch AFCON? Like, I've never watched an AFCON tournament once in my entire life, but this might be the year I would actually do it. Jorge, over to the YouTube now, man. Dude, I love to see that. Big up anybody who comes over from the TikTok over to the YouTube, because and if you haven't, please do hit the subscribe button, turn the bell on so you know when your boy goes live, because we are so close to 12K subs on YouTube. Be crazy if we could hit that before the new year. That'd be great. I think we are about to get this second half started in the Newcastle Fulham game, though. Players back warming up on the pitch. Are Newcastle going to look to bring in the big boys, though? They got a pretty strong bench. Voltema, Tonali, Joe Linton. I'd watch the final and maybe the highlights of the last 8. Depends how high I am. Yeah, like the first games that I was looking at, it's like there's so many African countries. I'm just like, bro, I've never. I feel like I'm pretty like good in terms of like, you know, my flag knowledge, but like there's some countries I'm just like, bro, I've never seen this flag in my life. All right, let's go. Players coming back out now. Let's actually make the timer correct this time. Jorge, I appreciate you hitting the likes on the stream, bro. Absolute legend you are for that. Fulham making a halftime change here. Harrison Reed coming on for Lukic. Taking off the goal scorer. Bit of a bold move. See if it pays off. Luis, what's going on, man? Dude, your team's absolutely running through Brentford. With the kids. You're beating them with kids. Yeah, I want to see semifinal. What are we saying? Like a Chelsea City. How emotional would it be if Fulham won this game and then Fulham Arsenal semifinal and Smith Rowe scores the winner, Fulham goes to the final? The problem is it's scheduled with a domestic league weekend, so I'd rather watch the Prem games. Yeah, true. Oh my goodness, dude. I am so dumb when it comes to starting this timer. It's about 30 seconds behind, but it's all right. Fulham Man City final. I don't want to see that though, because City will just probably batter them. Imagine Arsenal come away. I feel like if Arsenal won the Carabao Cup, they would throw a parade. Or, bro, he's stopping it on that likes is crazy. Omar, the City game, it was like the 89th minute. I don't know if it's actually full time yet, but it was pretty much over. Second half of Newcastle Fulham has just started right now, though. Which it's still 1-1 in that game. The City game was like pretty much what you would expect from a City versus Brentford type of game. Newcastle Fulham game has been much more entertaining, much more even. Anyone but Arsenal or Chelsea? Yeah, I just never want to see Arsenal win anything. Jacob, what's going on, man? Unbiased opinion, best final, City versus Palace. If Palace, I mean, they couldn't make the final to play against Arsenal because they're playing them right now, or not right now, but on Tuesday. But hypothetically, let's just say you were playing against somebody else and you had the possibility to either play against City or Arsenal in the final. Who would you rather play against? Can Fulham counter here? Jimenez trying to hold it up, gets taken out from behind, wins a free kick for them. How are you, Troy? I'm doing good, bro. Doing good. Kuno, what's going on, man? Newcastle win replay, bro? I think Fulham's going to get the... I don't even think this is going to go into penalties. I think Fulham are going to win this in the 90. I'm still locking in my prediction of Josh King to come on score the winner. Robinson does well there to win it back. Kevin back to Smith Rowe. Fulham going to look to try and work this into the box, switching it over to the right-hand side now. Here's Tete. Harry Wilson. Is he going to look for a cross? Harrison Reed back to Wilson. Are they going to deliver a ball into the box? No. Still patient. Not going to force anything here, Fulham. Happy to just keep possession. Here comes the ball into the box. Wilson towards Jimenez, just too far in front of him. Passed him out for a goal kick. Fulham winners, you pick this? I predict a Fulham win. Yeah, I said Fulham 2-1. Bro, I've been hearing a lot from United CCs that Ruben's system is anti-United, but if they see more attacking football like Bournemouth game, they would buy in more. I'm just like, I'm kind of tired of hearing that narrative of like, oh, he's not playing the United way of football or whatever, because I'm just like, United don't have an identity anymore. That United way of football is long gone. I'm tired of hearing about the Fergie era. You know what I mean? And like, if you want to talk about having a manager or playing this United style of football, we had that with Ole. He won nothing, and then the fans got him sacked anyway. So it really doesn't matter what style of football, who's the manager, whatever. If you're not getting results,
People can talk about performances all they want, but at the end of the day, if your performances are good or your results bad, they're still going to be asking for your head. Which I don't even understand as well, because people will be like, "Oh, yeah, we're getting results, but I want to see good performances." And I'm just like especially where we're at now, the results are way more important than the performance. And even if like how often for United or any team for that matter, usually if you have a good performance, you're getting a result. Like how often do you have a good performance and then actually end up losing? Like the Arsenal game was kind of like that. But I feel like that rarely happens. And I honestly, at this point of me being a United fan, I don't care. I don't care anymore, man. I want to see results. I don't care how we do it. I don't care if we play freaking long ball, fucking gross footy. I do not care. Whatever we have to do to get 3 points, just do it. I want to play Chelsea because, in my opinion, you can call me biased for this, but I think we would batter Chelsea. I feel like Chelsea are so hit and miss, man. Like you really don't know. Like one game, like when you look at them against in the Barcelona game, freaking unreal. Even against Arsenal, they were really really good. But either way, even if they were flying when they played against City, I'd still take City over Chelsea. Ruben deserves another year. He has the team playing better and are competitive. He should get at least one more season. Dude, it's honestly, that's all I've been saying. It's honestly, the fact that he's even got us into this position is impressive to me. And just like, he was kind of set up for failure from the very beginning because they brought him in to play this certain system and then don't give him the players to play the system. Daniel says, "Try. I hope we get 3 points." Talking about the Villa game. Did anybody have any early predictions for that Villa game? Ugh. I do agree the United way has been dead for 12 years at least. Chelsea only going to get better with the young players. It's true, man. They got a lot of good young stars. Villa are on fire. I mean, not only does Villa, I would definitely say probably has a better squad than we do, but in this moment, like I feel like this would be a game where just from the two managers, Ruben gets outclassed by Emery. We don't have Mbuma or Ahmed. Yeah, I'm very curious to see what type of lineup Ruben's going to end up putting out. United are too inconsistent, a bit like Chelsea, but not really. It's one game for Man United that is great, and then they go into a game everyone expects like a 4-0 win, but it ends up being an L. I mean, you probably argue that they're about the same inconsistency as Chelsea because they're pretty much on the same points. If United could somehow get 6 points from these next 2 games. That would be absolutely ridiculous. If we're still in the top 6 by New Year's, then I'll actually start to have some true belief that we could actually make Champions League for next season. Good evening is a class manager. Arsenal should have given him longer for sure. Yeah, I mean, I feel like he definitely would have won him, maybe not necessarily a Premier League, but definitely maybe a domestic cup by now. How long are Newcastle going to let this play out before they turn to their bench? Anthony Robinson gets the ball on the overlap. Cross comes into the box. Couldn't pick out a green shirt. Newcastle trying to clear. Couldn't do it fully. Ball's played back out wide to Robinson. Delivers the ball to the back post. Ramsdale comes out. Claims it pretty comfortably for him. I want Mainu, Mount, and Xerxes to start against Villa. I feel like the front three will probably be like Cunha, Mount, Šeško. I feel like Šeško will start again. Problem is United always drop off in the second half of the season. I agree with you that United drop off second half of the season, but I think usually Bruno, like just specifically Bruno, turns it up a notch second half of the season. Because that's what he did last season. I'm hoping he does it again this season. And he's like slowly, like start of the season, I thought Bruno, he's been good the last couple games. Like this is now where he's actually really starting to get some of the form we were seeing from last season. But the first like 6 games of the season, he was very poor. Newcastle fans are proper pissed because of the Sunderland loss, bro. That game was so good to watch. Even just having one goal being an own goal was still just a great game. Oh my goodness, Harvey Barnes drives it across goal. Keeper couldn't hold on to it. Out for a Newcastle corner here. Eddie is slow to make changes. Do you think... I haven't heard anything, even just from the fans, of saying that they wouldn't want Eddie Howe anymore, but at what point do you think Newcastle might look for a new manager? That's why I never start with Bruno in FPL. I got Bruno as my captain in FPL. Any interest in women's UCL? Nah. That's not for me. Oh my goodness, great chance here for Fulham to break. Jimenez playing through Harry Wilson. Can he find Smith Rowe? Oh, it's a little too far in front of him. He's going to chase it down, keep it in. Newcastle able to get back here. Who even won the women's UCL last year? Wasn't it Arsenal? Eddie gone end of the season if he doesn't get Champions League? Really? You think? I'm trying to think of like who they would even replace him with. The manager market's like, there's not a lot out there right now. Oh gosh, imagine they just get Ange. That would be dreadful. I could see them maybe ending up with like a, like a Lampard in the future, maybe.
Lampard will probably find his way back to Chelsea again at some point. The second half has not lived up to what the first half has been so far. I was going to bet Newcastle, but BetMGM closed off the betting for the games for some reason. I still got the feeling Fulham are going to end up taking this. Got up in the TikTok, what's up, man? He says successful hate watch question mark. I mean, City end up winning. I wouldn't even necessarily say I want Newcastle to lose. But it's never a successful hate watch when City are winning. Every time I end up doing a hate watch, like actually live streaming it and doing it like a proper hate watch, the team that I'm hating for always ends up winning. And then when I just don't stream at all, that's when they end up losing or draw. John, dude, you just placed Newcastle plus 130. Plus 130, like to win in the 90, or like even if it goes to pens and they win, you would still win your bet. Newcastle want the Bournemouth boss. Everybody and their mom wants Oliver from Palace, bro. I think he's honestly completely overrated. No offense. Like I hear a lot of United fans saying they want him, and I'm just like, do you? Oh my goodness, that was disgusting by Bruno G. Long diagonal over to Harvey Barnes, trying to knock it down for Livramento. It's to win in the 90. He still got a solid 30 minutes. Miley out wide to Murphy. He's going to go around for the overlap. Murphy's just going to put the ball in himself. It's actually a pretty dangerous ball. Headed away, though, by Wilson. Going to be tracked down by Livramento. Are we going to see some fancy feet here from Jacob Ramsey? No, he's just going to go back. Newcastle switching it around from left to right. Lovely turn from Bruno G there. Sliding through Murphy. Great chance this is going to be, and it's an own goal. Oh, my goodness. The ex-Palace man. Oh, flag's gone up. Jacob Murphy offside? Really? I thought he was well on. There's no VAR, so this call is going to stand. Oh, no, he is offside. It's a good call. Still 1-1. To be fair, I don't like three at the back managers either. Three at the back for a cup team, yeah, but not a league team. Oh, this is going to be a great chance. Holy shit, man. There's like three players Livramento could have picked out there. Decides to go for the shot himself. Keeper does well to hold on to it. And can Fulham look to break here a little bit? Play Kevin out wide left. Smith Rowe making a diagonal run. Does find him. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Great turn by Smith Rowe. Looking for the shot. Couldn't pick out a corner. Straight into the chest for Ramsdale. Very straightforward save for him. That was a great turn, though, from him. On betting sites, you can find out at least 1 minute ahead of everyone who scores. I don't see when it's taken back. Surprised that Eddie Howe hasn't made any changes yet. And nobody answered my question. There is this at the end of the 90, it just goes straight to pens, right? If it's still tied. There is no extra time, right? Robinson in. Smith Rowe could have laid it off back to Kevin. Gives it away. Ball off Harry Wilson out for a Newcastle goal kick. He was trying to set it for Wilson, man. He should have set it for Kevin. He's in a much better position. Straight to pens, yes? Okay, good. I wasn't really trying to watch freaking extra time, to be honest with you. But I don't even think this will go into pens. I think this will be decided within the 90. When are we going to see Josh, my boy Josh King? That's what I've been waiting for literally this whole game. Murphy, cut back, trying to find Wissa, cleared away. Miley keeping it in play. Bruno G trying to get away from Smith Rowe. Newcastle's minus 190 to advance. All right, here we go. Voltamata and Tonali getting ready to come on. Are they going to be the difference makers? Probably, honestly. Voltamata looking to make up for that own goal in the Sunderland game. Give the fans something to be happy about. What happened to the FIFA streams? Oh, bro, dude, I'm such a freaking piece of shit for that. I always keep promising it, and then I don't deliver. So I'm kind of like I'm the Ruben Amorim of that. You're making promises that I haven't been delivering. I was honestly gonna do it today, but then I was like, I kind of just want to do the watch along for these cup games. The original plan was for me to do it before the cup games and then transition into this, but that's not how it worked out. Volto gives him something to cross to at least. True. This has been really all Newcastle. Fulham have definitely dropped off a bit. They're going to need some subs here pretty soon, I think. Tete locking down Livramento. He's trapped in the corner here. Can he play out of it? Puts it out for a throw.
Here they come. Tonali, Voltamata.
It was a good performance by Wissa, I think. He got his first goal for Newcastle. It was a bit of a gift, but... If you start FIFA, career mode, do a no transfer first year and play with the current United squad. Like, I think I was planning on doing that. I might just sign Thomas Asante, just like because he's a career mode legend for me, you know. Thaw Bloom, what's going on, man? Yeah, Newcastle just brought on Voltamata and Tonali. I feel like John's bet's gonna be safe though. Like Newcastle. Okay, here we go. Here he is. Josh King and Big Adama. I'm telling you, man, Josh King will score the winner. I said it from the very beginning that Fulham would win this game 2-1 and Josh King would come off the bench, score the winner. Danilo, what's going on, man? You gotta speak to me in English, bro. I don't know what you're trying to say to me, but what's up? Okay, you can have Thomas. So, like, no transfers throughout the whole... Like, can I make January signings or no?
I feel like I can at least get like a lone Conor Gallagher because that's probably gonna happen in real life anyway. Livramento hurt for Newcastle now. It looks like his knee's getting worked on. Never want to see that.
That'd be a huge loss for Newcastle. He's been great for them. Only make signings if United make them. I know. I like that idea though. I'll probably end up doing that. Dude, did Livramento just do his knee? Like that would be so sad. Seems like he's walking all right. Hopefully it's not something too bad. Oh, he just slipped there. Fuck. Imagine if he just like did his ACL from that. Livramento off from injury. Alex Murphy in? How come there are Conference League but no Europa League games tomorrow? I don't know. Is there even any good Conference League matchups tomorrow? Or is it just a bunch of farmers playing against each other like it always is? look at that. Look at that work rate from Josh King, man. Adama trying to turn on the Jets. Tonali does well to take it off and keeps it in play. Gonna try to bring Newcastle forward here. He's closed down by 2 Fulham players. That's not a free kick. No, referee says play on. Palace is playing, but the rest, as you said, are farmer clubs. Who does Palace play against? They would suck big time doing your ACL in a League Cup game. Yeah. I mean, the way that he was like walking off, I don't think, or at least I would hope that it wouldn't be that bad. Who's Palace playing against, though? Who even is like the best team that's like in terms of just like the name of the club alone in the Conference League? Like, is it actually Palace? Like, what's the Spanish and Italian teams that are in there? They're playing against cups. Cups? You're playing against a bunch of cups? I can safely say I've never heard of that team in my life. Looked like it was a handball on Jimenez there. Referee didn't see it. He's going to let them play on, but kicked out for a throw-in. Ball doesn't lie, I guess. The pundits reckon Strasbourg will win because they are a Chelsea feeder club. Oh, a criminal giveaway from Tonali there. Why are Fulham not trying to get forward? Frank, my man, what is going on? You're not coming in the stream with some weird shit for once. What's up, man? How you been doing? Here, we're gonna do an updated poll on this. I didn't have any poll going actually. Who's gonna win this? Newcastle or Fulham? Mainz from Bundesliga playing tomorrow. I'm good, mate. Thank you. How are you? I'm doing good, bro. I'm happy to hear you're doing well as well. They got the 6th striker at Strasbourg will be at Chelsea next year. What's his name? I'm going Fulham. It's a London thing. Vote on the poll. Fulham or Newcastle? 10 minutes left. This does scream Pens, though, doesn't it? Referee, play the advantage. King was about to go on a run. It's been kind of quiet since he's came on, Josh King. Brings it down off the chest. Finds Adama. Adama closed down by 2 Newcastle players. He's going to maybe look to try and get across here. Oh, I tried to run the goal line, but Miley does well there. Except then he gives it right to King. Lays it off to Anthony Robinson. Doesn't have a right foot, apparently. Oh, Tete almost gave it away in a criminal area. Voltemata, late challenge there, and somehow picks up a yellow card. I think that's a bit harsh. I don't think that should have been a yellow. Bro said he just had a tug with me shed in the garden and just gave a bit to this hoe and the shovels and the spades. Was a mess to sort, but it's done now, mate. I'm sorry? Forgot his name, but he's one of the pundit, or he is the one pundits that are going mad about, and yeah, Chelsea own that club. Here, let me look him up, because I don't think I've heard about this guy. Let's see. They're 7th in League One right now. Yeah, Jacob, that was a real big huh. Just telling the truth, mate, you know. Hey man, at least they're honest. Is it this Penders guy? Anthony Gordon and Anthony Elanga coming on. With added time, probably about what, 10 minutes? Are we going to find a winner? 60% of the poll saying Newcastle. Troy, was that video of being bad at football if you're from England slight rage bait or your true feelings? No, my true feelings. Like this was like a couple months ago. There was this one team that has like a lot of like guys that are from England. That we were playing against, and for some like they were chatting so much shit, and I'm just like, bro, how like it's you should be better than me. Why am I 6 times the player you are when I'm Canadian and you were born in England? You know how embarrassing that is? Like, forget us being like on the same level. You should be miles better than I am. And they can't even lace my boots. And like, you know, like that thing going around TikTok right now about how like, oh, if you can't juggle a ball 10 times, then I don't want to hear your footballing opinion. Like that's the standard of what we're listening to in terms of people that know football or not. If you can juggle a ball 10 times, like, dude, if you can't juggle the ball 10 times, then you don't even deserve legs. In my opinion. And like, especially when I watch, you see some of these guys have played, I'm assuming they've played their whole life. And you're in like what, your 20s? How do you do something for 20 years and still have no idea how to do it? And that's not even, I'm going to make another video that's kind of like that, because it's not even about English guys. Like, this is with anything. Like, this is with people here. It actually drives me nuts. Like, when I play with people just who suck, I'm just like, bro, you have been playing this sport since you were 4 years old. And now you've been playing this sport for 15, 20 years. And never once did you take the time out to actually learn how to play it? Like that just baffles me. Oh my goodness, Wilson. Tons of space to run into here. Only got King in the middle. He tries to find him. Bit of a wishful ball that was never really going to get to him. Troy, are you a big Harry Potter fan? Fuck with Harry Potter. I wouldn't necessarily call myself like a big fan or anything like that, but like I've seen them. I like the movies. It's Alex, or it's Axel. Sorry, what's going on, man? It says that's the first thing I hear when I join. Wait, what? What did I even say? What's up? Who do you think's gonna win, Newcastle or Fulham? 87th minute, 1-1. It'll go into penalties.
What is this? FA Cup?
Carabao.
Newcastle.
I kind of have Fulham.
In pens though?
I mean, I think Fulham's keeper is a bit crap, so that might be. But Ramsdale's not good either, but he's definitely better than this Fulham keeper.
I think Newcastle have better pen takers. So.
Yeah, they definitely do. And they just brought on all their best players too.
Yeah, if it goes into pens, Newcastle.
Jacob says, I'm bang average. I can't lie. I'm from England. Have mercy on me. I know. Like, honestly, it was a little bit rage bait, but it was also like, it was a bit how I feel as well. Asking because I was at the Harry Potter studio where they have all the stuff that they used for the actual movie, like the house, clothes, pretty much everything. Sick. Where is that? Harry Potter studio? Where is that? Like, honestly, the second half has been a bit dead, no? Like, there's about like a 10-minute period in the second half that was actually good. But other than that, it's been a bit shit. Like, Fulham are really just surviving right now. Traore playing Josh King through, Tonale running after him. Oh, come on, Josh King, you're hurting me. I was just bigging you up so much, and he's done absolutely nothing since he's came on. He's done nothing apart from give the ball away. Please don't put on a lot of added time. Let's just go straight to pens. As soon as it hits 90, just blow it. 6 minutes? At this point, I don't even think Fulham are happy just to see this go to pens. Maybe they might get him on a counter attack, but other than that, I don't really see how they would score a goal. Troy, will you take Mason Greenwood back? Oh my goodness. Bruno Gamera's shot blocked, falls back to him. Pinballs around. Miley, oh my gosh, what a save. Holy shit, man. Who even is this guy? Made up for that freaking shit he let in the first half. Great save. He needs that confidence going into a penalty shootout if it makes it there. Would I take Mason Greenwood back? You know what my honest answer is? I don't know. Oh no, we're not seeing pens. Newcastle have won it. Lewis Miley's done it.
91st minute from the corner. Fulham are gone. Crazy. No real upset today. Damn, man. We watched this whole shit just because we wanted to see a penalty shootout. And this is how it's going to end? Kieran, bro, congrats, man. Honestly, Newcastle really do deserve the win. But I just like an underdog story. Yeah, dude, John, holy shit, bro. Wins the bet at the fucking death. That's crazy. That's such a weird goal. I don't even think he's even intending to do that. He just jumps straight up in the air. It skims off his head and goes in. He's just trying to get anything on that. He's not even really directing that to go towards goal. Just skims off his head over the keeper and in. It's in London, the Harry Potter studio. I still don't think we will win the cup again since Man City is still in it. Hey, man, you never know. Counterfeit says, thank God we don't have to watch more of this gash. Kind of disappointed, though. Fulham got to go for it here. Newcastle defending well, though, not giving them any space. Fulham throwing bodies into the box. Josh King out wide left to Adama. It's actually a very dangerous ball in the box. Ramsdale does actually very well there, though, to come out and grab that. Ramsdale's actually been good in this game, though. Can Fulham get one more opportunity? You got a minute and a half left. Just get everybody in the box. Just hit the long balls. It's the only way they're going to score. Trey, you doing any FC 26 games? FC 26 mode games playing? Bro, I'm actually like, we talked about this earlier. I'm such a piece of shit when it comes to that. I always say I'm gonna do it, and then I don't end up doing it. But it will happen eventually. I just know I like when I want to do it, I want to do it when I know I can be consistent with it. Because I don't want to like start it and then just like stop doing it for a little bit. Like if I'm gonna do it, we're gonna do it right. Probably gonna be game here. 30 seconds left. Ball in Ramsdale's hands right now. Long kick from him. Ken Voltema to hold it up. Robertson headed it back to the keeper. Elanga tried to chase it down. I want to get in Boomo for FIFA 26. Dude, I've a low-key kind of been getting an itch to play Ultimate Team again, too. Even though I didn't like... I played one weekend league of this Ultimate Team this year, and then I just, like, stopped playing it because just the game was shit. But, like, I kind of miss it a little bit. Even though my team is going to be nowhere near the level of what people's teams are now, but I don't feel like it's that hard to build your team up in that game because they just give you packs like it's freaking candy on Halloween.
That was a shit throw-in from Tete. King over to Tete. Holy shit. Imagine if he actually scored that. Surely that's full time right there, though. Ramsdale looks good most of the time, but he has a mistake in him every game. Surely that was the last play here. Into the 97th minute now. The ref's letting them play on. A minute 40 past it. And there it is. Full time. Newcastle advanced. Well done to them. To be fair, they deserve it. I probably won't stay live for the draw just because I'm kind of hungry. I want to go eat something. But shout out everybody who was up in the stream, really. I wasn't even planning on doing this stream, but I was watching the games anyway. So I was like, fuck it. You know what? We might as well go live and see what the boys are up to. No upsets, though. No real drama. Pretty straightforward results from what everybody thought was going to happen. I'm trying to think in terms of like the streams this weekend. What games may I be live for? Obviously the United one. Newcastle Chelsea is going to be a great game, but it's on at 4:30 a.m. for me. That's so gross. Spurs Liverpool and Everton Arsenal we will definitely be live for. It's going to be a maybe on the Newcastle Chelsea and definitely for Spurs Liverpool and Everton Arsenal. And then Sunday you got Villa United. Probably might even end up being live for Fulham Forest on Monday as well. A lot of good games this weekend. All right, boys. Probably just going to end it here. Big up everybody who's up in the stream. If you haven't already, do hit the like button on the stream. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. Turn the bell on so you know when your boy goes live or posts a video. Other than that, much love to all the guys who are up in here. Hope you guys have a brilliant rest of your night. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.